The One turned out to be one of the most futuristic web series on Netflix. The concept of DNA match for finding love is quite possible shortly. The show's idea is somewhat relatable to an episode of Black Mirror where artificial intelligence helps people find their true soulmate. Let's dive straight into the depth of the show and explain you the ending and solve some of your doubts. And before that, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to never miss a video from us. Rebecca Webb, the founder of the organization named The One, is the main villain of the show. She has terrible secrets to hide inside her devious mind. The story sets itself in a conference where Rebecca declares her matchmaking product and how it changes people's lives. According to the biological profile, she found a way to match people's DNA with other people's and see their soulmate. The story's central theme is immensely affected by the matchmaking, as initially about 10 million people enrolled themselves on The One. Until the last episode, this mark went to 26 million. The people engaging in this program start believing that The One will help them find their true soulmate, resulting in a spike in divorce rate and people refusing to accept that the person they are living with right now loves them. The story takes a turn when an investigative officer, Kate, finds a dead body in the lake, and after identifying the DNA, it came out to be Ben, who was one of the members of The One. As the investigation proceeds, various elements get involved in the series, and there are parallel storylines into action. On the one side, there is a story of Hannah and her love life. On the other end, there is a story of Kate, who is investigating Rebecca for the murder case of Ben. Rebecca, as a corporate leader, has some dark secret to her to show off that her matchmaking company is perfect in its work. She gets herself a dummy lover, Ethan, to show off the stage show and how her creation has changed her life. At the same time, she loved Matthew and did not publicly accept him anywhere. Kate, the investigative officer, finds out some clues that held Rebecca to be the murderer. Later on, she finds the dead body of Fabio, the younger brother of Matthew, who was Rebecca's love. After checking her phone records, she finds out that Fabio had called Rebecca many times before dying. The story takes a turn from here. Kate tells Matthew how Ben's death and Fabio's death was related to Rebecca and asks him to help her. In the last episode of The One, Rebecca announces herself donating all the shares to a scientific study lab, who will work on the DNA they have gathered. She also declares that after presenting, she will be living with her love, Ethan, for the general public, but in reality, Matthew for the rest of her life. She calls Matthew and asks him to meet her in an isolated place. Meanwhile, Matthew keeps his phone on record to help Kate in her investigation and to know the truth about Ben's death. After Rebecca and Matthew meet, he asks her about how Ben died, and Rebecca tells her story. She says that Ben texted her, "You lied to me at the party." To get clearance about what Ben meant, she met him, and there was a whole scenario waiting for her. Ben yells at Rebecca for stealing all the DNA data from him without informing him. In a rage, he shouts and tells her that he will take over the company where she used his data collection. Hearing this, Rebecca was threatened and thought she might have to go to jail for this. While Ben was raging with anger, Rebecca unknowingly pushed him over the building they were standing on, and Ben went unconscious. To prevent herself from getting caught, she takes Ben's body to the lakeside, and Ben was alive. She saw him coughing in vain, yet she threw his body in the lake. The whole story got recorded on Matthew's phone, and suddenly there was an assault on him which led him to his death. Rebecca found his phone in the pocket with the recording button on and immediately deletes the recording. After Kate comes to the crime scene, she couldn't retrieve any evidence. Many questions went unanswered in the first season. This one struck me the most. The assassin who killed Matthews was seen later to be killed by Rebecca. Did she got Matthews killed on purpose? What was the complete story behind this? I think that Matthew was her only weakness and she unwillingly had to kill him. The other question left unanswered that The One could match more than one person, yet Rebecca kept the secret from all its users and misled them. and that is the most interesting part of tech that we will get to see in season 2. She talked about stepping down from CEO role. Why would she do that when she has already got all the evidence and the links cleared up? According to me, she wants to invest somewhere else and secretly hold major shares of the company also. This could be her new evil plan. This will also increase the popularity of the One. In the parallel story, Megan takes a strand of Hannah's hair and sends it to the One. What does she plans to do? This is the most secretive question that we have in mind, and we will have to wait for season 2 to get the answers. Moreover, the series seemed quite interesting, but for the most part, it was a quest to hunt the killer down. Whereas the name of the show suggests something advanced techniques of how matchmaking is done. The prioritization of the story was more on a Ben's murder rather than the One. The last episode turns the heads up and lets the audience know that the show will be long. There will be season 2, which might reveal most of the story in the second one. The mind games were great, but they keep everything up for the last episode is something I dislike. So that's all my theory and views over the show. What are your thoughts? And if you have any more questions, put them in comment section. And if you like it, hit the like button, and for more such content like this, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.